In this video, let us solve this question together. So we have t raised to the power t is equal to 66. And here, or to solve for the value of t. So t is the unknown or to solve for. To do this, solution. So the question is t raised to power t is equal to 66. Now, this question is that you will pick a number, right? And that number, you will raise it to that same number, and the value must give you 66. Now, let's say we test it out. We try 1. 1 raised to power 1 is equal to 1, and this is not equal to 66. If you try 2, 2 raised to power 2 is equal to 4, and this is also not equal to 66. If you keep on testing it by trying out 3, 3 raised to power 3, this is equal to 27, and this is not equal to 66. If you try 4, 4 raised to power 4, this is equal to 256, and this is not equal to 66. But then if you look closely, the number 66 is in between 27 and 256. That is 3 and 4, right? You will get the value of 66 in between 3 and 4. But the value will be a decimal number, not a whole number. Something like 3.3.1, 3.2, 3. No, what have you. Now, it will be quite stressful for us to get the exact value that will give us 66. But here is a much more easier way that you can solve it. Now, looking at this right here, first thing is that we are going to introduce natural logarithm to both sides of this equation. So this becomes ln t raised to power t is equal to ln 66. Now at this junction, we are going to apply a property of logarithm to this, and the rule is this, that if you have logarithm of a raised to power b, this becomes b times logarithm of a. So applying this rule right here, what you have is power t then becomes t times ln t is equal to ln 66. Now at this junction, in order for us to solve for the value of t, we are going to introduce a particular function, and the function is called the Lambert W function. So we call it the Lambert W function. Now, this function is that if you have an expression, something like a times e raised to power a, if you have an expression like this, if you apply the Lambert W function to this, what you will get is a. Okay, same thing also if you have, let's say, a number 2 times e raised to power 2. By the time you apply the Lambert W function to this, what you get is 2. So we are going to manipulate this, right, to resemble an expression of this format. And to do so, we are going to introduce a particular special function, which is called e. Now, if you have e raised to power ln x, this is equal to x. Why? Because e will cancel ln, x equals x. Now, in this regard, this means that if I have e raised to power ln t, this is also equal to t. Why? Because e will cancel ln, t will stand alone. So that means that in place of t right here, we can bring in e raised to power ln t, because this will still give us t. Such that this becomes e raised to power ln t, then times we have ln t right here, so is equal to ln 66. Now at this junction, if you look at this expression right here, this expression, and compare it to this, you will see that e is in the second place, but right here e is in the first place. So move e to stay in the second place. So this becomes ln t times e raised to power ln t is equal to ln 66. So with this, we can then apply the Lambert W function to this expression right here. So this becomes w into bracket ln t times e raised to power ln t is equal to w times ln 66. Okay? So with this, if you apply the Lambert W function to this, what you will get is ln t is equal to, we have w times ln 66. Now, the next thing is for us to solve for the value of t, but to do so, we need to eliminate this ln from here. And to do it, we're going to introduce e to both sides of the equation. So this becomes e raised to power ln t is equal to e raised to power w times ln 66. Now, on doing this, what will happen is e, we cancel ln, we have t is equal to e raised to power w times ln 66. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the value of t. But then if you are wondering, okay, where is the number for the value of t? To do so, it's very simple. Simply press in your calculator, you press E. Now, some calculators don't have W in their calculator. Some we have product log. So instead, you type in product log. So E raised to power product log, then multiplied by ln 66. Now, if you do so, if you press this in your calculator, what you will get as the value of t will equal 3.41295 in 5 decimal places. Okay, so this means that if you raise 3.41295 to 3.41295, you will approximately get the value to equal 66. So therefore, we have gotten the solution that will give us 66. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching, and please do well to subscribe before you go. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.